and today I decided to actually review 2 of the episodes from Dragons and Nine Realms at once. It's because there's 6 more episodes in the second season. I already reviewed the first, and I just kinda don't feel like making 6 more videos, so I'll instead just make 3. So anyways, I just wanna get into this. So the first episode, I have no idea what the names are because I couldn't be bothered to check. So it starts with Tom and his mom talking, and she's like, oh, I'm just gonna like go explore the fissure. Oh, but it's good because, oh, she's not gonna be exploring in the part with a hidden world, or I don't know, do they call it the hidden world, or do they? I don't actually know what they call it. I'll just call it the hidden world. But then it actually happens that, oh, she will actually need to go exploring the place where the dragons are, and Tom's like, oh shit. I mean, who could have seen this plot twist coming? I didn't see it. Who could have seen that? And then we have the first episode in which D'Angelo is represented as the biggest idiot. So in the last episode, June had to be an idiot. This episode, he has to be an idiot. I don't know why. He's not a bad character. They just make him look stupid at sometimes, and I just don't like it. So I'll just go say what happens with him because I do not feel like talking about this after, okay? So he decides, you know what, I'll be like my dad and I'll like lead everyone. I'll be the leader of the team because they're now trying to figure out like, okay, if Tom's mom's going here, what the hell do we do? How do we like stop her from seeing the dragons? So Tom's like, don't worry guys, I'll just take care of her, and like you guys just like close off the fissure, the entrance to the hidden world, I guess. And D'Angelo's like, yeah, I'm gonna be the leader of the team. And the whole episode, it is literally just the stereotypical him trying to be the leader and everybody being like, you're not good at this, him not being good at this, and just that is it. And at the end of the day, he realizes, oh, I shouldn't have been like this. I'm not my dad. The classical, it's a bit too childish for me. Can we just not? But Tom somehow manages to get his mom to like let him go with her because I mean they like used to go on adventures together, and now he's like, oh, but we can do it like in the old days and blah blah blah. But what I don't understand is why would she even be going alone in the first place? I mean, yes, this is a cartoon. But also, why would a single person go completely alone in a cave that hasn't been explored previously? That is so dangerous. I don't know if that is a thing. Do people do that? Do people just go by themselves in unexplored caves? Okay. And then we have kind of this awkward scene with Tom trying to waste time so his mom wouldn't actually come there. And it's still a bit awkward, I don't know, but whatever, I can get over it. But then we have this, and this is just, once again, as I said, D'Angelo trying to be a leader of the team, and I mean, I at least I like a little bit of a twist because usually when you have these kind of plots, it's just the people he's just like supposed to like trying to lead, they just kind of go with it. They're like, okay, whatever. But these two didn't really take his shit too much. They're like, okay, whatever, we're gonna listen, but we're not gonna be like pretend that you're doing a good job, because the whole time it just kind of feel like they were teasing him. And then they find this dragon. And I know that many people probably won't like this dragon, what it looks like. They're probably gonna say it's disgusting, which is completely fine. You don't need to like this dragon, but I love it so much. I think it's so cute. I love it. It's so fat. It's so ridiculous, but it's great. So for some strange reason, D'Angelo thinks that, you know what, a good idea? To provocate this dragon. That is great because they're seeing like, oh, this dragon has lava, so maybe we can like get this dragon to close off the cave. But he decides to jump on its back and try to, I guess, ride it, but what the hell are you doing? No, if this wasn't a cartoon, D'Angelo would have been eaten. In the other plot, Tom and his mom almost die, and we also see that like Thunder's there, so it's kind of impressive that his mom never notices Thunder, but I guess it's fine. Maybe the dragon could be quiet enough. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty nice that Thunder is here, like, so just in case something goes wrong, even though, I don't know, this like bond between Thunder and Tom is still not the best. I feel like it might be the weakest one out of all of them because it's just, it felt a bit too rushed. Like, I don't know, for the rest of them, they really feel like they made a connection with their dragons, and Thunder and Tom, it's just like, I don't know, there's something missing. So in a sequence of events that I can only describe as somehow, they find this crystal slash gem slash rock. I don't know what it is. I don't remember. I don't care. But it is green, it glows, and it's valuable. Cool. And also I think at this moment, like, Tom was pretty ready to tell his mom about dragons and all of that. And I was really hoping that he would. And this episode just the whole time felt like it was teasing us, being like, oh, is he gonna tell her? Is he not gonna tell her? Blah, blah, blah. And I would really love for that to happen. And I'm sure it's gonna happen eventually, hopefully in the second season, because if I need to wait for the third, I hope there's gonna be a third season, but who knows? Because if he doesn't tell her, I'm gonna be mad, because it's just, they have such a nice, sweet relationship, they trust each other very much, and it just makes sense for her to know. But he's interrupted with this woman. I don't know. For her, she's really supposed to be represented as this, like, villain, this bad person. But I don't really care much. I don't think she has done anything too much. She's more of a just, like, business rival. So I don't think she's that bad, even though at this moment she's a bit annoying. But it's just because the show always represents her as this completely annoying person that, like, I guess shouldn't exist. So in the meantime, the other team manages to get the dragon to, like, it chased D'Angelo around, and for some reason at some moment just started spewing lava and just didn't stop. So I'm kind of confused about that whole sequence, but you know what? Whatever. Oh yeah, and these guys almost die from the lava. That's pretty lovely. They don't see the dragons, it's just they almost die. But okay, we have this very sweet scene in which Tom's mom is like, I feel like you're hiding something from me, but I won't bother you to tell me until you're ready, which is nice, and please let this happen in the second season. If it doesn't happen in the second season, I swear to God. And that is actually it for this episode. I don't know, it wasn't special. I mean, it was okay. I just feel like it would really be way better if Tom actually told his mother about dragons, but whatever, let's just move on to the better of the two, because this one is about Alex, and Alex is my favorite character here, and the episode can't be bad. So all of them have an assignment that they need to, like, I guess, present to the whole, I don't know, all the scientists, I guess? I don't know, it's kind of a strange thing, but they need, like, to practice public speaking. They can choose whatever team they want, but obviously that is a problem for Alex, because she probably has social anxiety or something like that. Obviously she has a hard time talking to people. So she's struggling with that, and oh my god, why is she so precious? So this scene just really confuses me. So Alex made some kind of program and made a hologram of herself that is, like, gonna present for her. And then first everybody's so like, wow, this is so cool. But then they suddenly just turn around and are like, no, that's actually cheating. You shouldn't do that because, oh, you need to, like, face your fears and go, like, speak publicly in front of everyone there. I don't get why it's a problem. She made a freaking hologram, like, honestly. Why is it a problem? I know it's cheating, but you know what? I don't think any teacher would care if they found out that this girl can make a completely realistic hologram of herself. So eventually they encounter these, as they call them, zombie dragons. So they look like feathers, I think they call those dragon feather hides or something like that. They look like feathers, but, like, creepier, that's why they call them zombie dragons. I don't know, they just kind of, for me, look like they've been through some shit, but yeah, they're very aggressive. They start attacking everyone. And welcome to part 2 of D'Angelo being an idiot, because why did both of these episodes just hate him? So the point of this is, D'Angelo gets bitten by one of these dragons, and this is gonna be so goddamn important, and it's gonna make him seem like such an idiot. I'm not gonna get into this right now, I'll go into that a little bit later, but why do they hate D'Angelo? So these dragons, for reasons unknown, I don't think it was ever explained, or at least I didn't get it. For some reason they kidnap Feathers. I don't understand why. So Alex is obviously very sad about this, even though I'm still surprised that Feathers didn't get, like, eaten or something, because Feathers just got kidnapped, but didn't get eaten by those dragons, and that was also never explained, so okay. But she decides, no, we're gonna save Feathers, because everybody was, I don't know, why was everybody like, no, we're gonna do that later, we can't do that now, or something like that. I didn't really understand that scene, but Alex was like, no, we're gonna go save Feathers, obviously. And now D'Angelo's plot is about this. So June, she gets too much into her stories and stuff that she believes in, which I really like it. I think it's just such a fun, like, character trait. June is just such a great character as well. But she was, like, talking about, like, how in her culture, like, white dragons, I think, symbolize death or something like that, which is pretty damn cool. We're getting, like, cultural lessons in this show, so I mean, I love it. It's so great how much diversity this show has. This is one thing that I really appreciate. It has two girls as leads and two guys. It has all races. It has disabilities. It has LGBTQ. Like, it has everything. So she tells D'Angelo that, like, if somebody happened to get bitten by those dragons, they would turn into a zombie or something like that. And now, obviously, D'Angelo starts freaking out, and it just... through the whole episode, it makes him look like such an idiot. Why are they doing this? So I just want to mention something. So they are, like, trying to find feathers with the tracker on their saddles. Just about the saddles. Can we just talk about this? Where did they come from? I'm pretty sure they weren't there in the first episode of the second season, but then in the second episode they appeared, and it was never said how they made them. How does this work? Like, it's just... what? So they see that the saddle probably fell off Feathers, even though my first thought was, oh my god, Feathers got eaten and the saddle is left there, but okay, that's just me, ignore me, that's a bit too dark for this show. I like Feathers, let's not let that dragon be eaten, it's very cute. And then they stumble across a cult. Yes, I am not joking, this is a cult of dragons. These dragons are all gathered around, like, some, I don't know, something, and just all, like, kind of being in a trance or whatever. It's just strange. It's so cult-like. What the hell? So they also see that, like, these dragons seem to have holes on their wings. And this is a thing that I'm like, because later there's gonna be a plot twist about these dragons. I'm not gonna say it yet. But I will need to come back to the fact that they have holes in their wings. So they're like, they probably can't fly, so we're just gonna fly over them. Which, yeah, that makes sense. Even though the dragons can still shoot them with, like, the sound beam or whatever that's called. But I stumble across this thing, and this thing can fly, and it's, like, I guess the biggest one. And geez, it is terrifying, but, like, it's very pretty. They managed to run away, though, so it's all fine. So D'Angelo tells everybody about, like, the fact that he got bitten, because at first he didn't want to tell them, and now he is just... What is this? What is happening in the scene? Can you explain this to me? Because I don't understand. He decided for Tom to, like, tie him up to his dragon so he wouldn't, I guess, I don't know, endanger the rest? What the hell? They make a plan on how to save Feathers, and for some reason this plan doesn't make sense. It's just like, everybody stay behind and, like, kind of distract these dragons while Alex goes and saves the dragon. I mean, this was Alex's plan. But I don't understand why she would decide to go alone, and I don't know, not like, I mean, Tom offered to go with her. Doesn't that make sense? Doesn't that make so much more sense than just her going alone? Going to, like, I mean, they know that there's that big ass dragon over there, so what did she expect was gonna happen? I don't know, that was kind of a dumb decision, but I guess it's like, Alex needs a moment to shine, even though, I don't know about that. And obviously, she stumbles across this dragon, this giant one. And also, can I just comment, why is Feathers and a bunch of other dragons that look like Feathers, you know, they don't look like zombies, why are they in some kind of cage? What is happening? Why? So she manages to outsmart the dragon with the hologram and manages to free Feathers. And then Feathers comes to help the others and blast these dragons with the sonic wave or whatever, and somehow they are fine. They're actually colorful and nice. And it's like, they were just like, what's it called? Shedding their skin or something like that, like reptiles do, you know? Yeah, it's called molting. So they suddenly stop being aggressive, because it's like, when dragons molt, they're probably, like, very aggressive at that time. But, if you just, like, do this, then suddenly they're all fine. It just still... And also, how did the holes in the wings just go away? What, did the wings just regenerate? Like, I get that they were trying to go for this, like, zombie vibe, but also, it doesn't make sense. And then all of those dragons decide to help and, kind of, I guess, not really attack, but more like, just help the big one, the queen one or whatever. And oh my god, this dragon is gorgeous. It is so freaking pretty. I mean, it was pretty also as like as a zombie dragon or whatever, but here it is so gorgeous as well. And I really wish to put this in the thumbnail, but I feel like it would be too much of a spoiler. And they all lived happily ever after. Anyways, that would be pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye.